Hey guys. It is yeah. John jumped on. He's anxious. We'll just give it a few seconds here. My buddy John Johnson's going to jump on with me. Hey, before we get started, guys, let me I'd like to say this at the beginning because a friend might have shared this on their wall and you're thinking, oh my gosh, my friend's trying to sell me something. So just relax. Over the next few minutes, we're not going to try to sell you anything. You don't have to buy anything. We're not going to ask you to buy anything. We're not going to ask you to sell anything. We do want to share something, though, that a global network that's building. And if you do it right, and if you do it with passion, you can help people all over the world save money, literally give them a tool to save them money. And if you do it well enough and your network grows big enough and you help enough people, you can make a lot of let's just call it interesting income. I've never really seen anything quite like this because there's never been anything anywhere near like this. And so we're going to jump into this in just a few minutes. I met John Johnson, gosh, more than a year ago now. And I tell you, I have never seen, I'm going to bring him on with me. I've never seen somebody more dedicated to helping people. So I want to bring and while he's getting added, John's in Utah. The southern accent that you're hearing from me is I'm in Mississippi. John's in Utah, and John and I've gotten to know each other. We've got to know each other a little bit over the last year. John's way more talented and way smarter than I am, so I brought him on here to kind of engage with us a little bit tonight. Because, guys, here's where this company's hard. All the other companies are selling you stuff all the time, and look, I know people have to buy stuff, right? But it makes everybody a little anxious when they know they have to buy something each month to stay in whatever business they've chosen. What we want to share with you is a business where you can never spend anything. You can decide to spend something or not. It's completely laid back and there's nothing to buy and there's nothing to sell. And we're going to show you how you can just hand this product to free customers all over the world and earn income while you're blessing other people. That's the end of the book. Now that I said the end of the book, John and I are going to walk through a little bit about how the book's formed. John, good to see you, buddy.
How's it going?
Man, it is going well. It's going well. I appreciate you jumping on with us again tonight.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Been on calls all day. I've had practice for this one.
Well, the great thing, the fun thing, guys, I will 100% say I have never worked on a project that has been more quality early. Keep in mind, this company's only been 90 days or maybe 100 days, or we're at the very beginning. If there's 12 stages, we're at stage like 1, right? This is the first 2 minutes of the first quarter, but everything is so organized and put together and people are already making money. And John, I've never had more fun building a business because nobody is feeling any pressure here, and I know the company's heart because their mission statement has 3 very simple statements. And it helps people like you and I bring people that haven't been successful in networking before because maybe they're not salespeople. Maybe they're uncomfortable talking to their mom or their friends. What we have here is really unique. And so nobody knows any more than you do in the field. So I wanted you to kind of jump on and share with us a little bit about what might have happened since the last time we had this kind of call a couple of weeks ago, because there's been a very active couple of weeks because this business is moving quickly. So with that being said, guys, John Johnson, he and I are just going to have a conversation, but I'm going to let him have 70% of the conversation time. Hey, John, thanks for jumping on.
That sounds about right. No, so hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm going
to get headphones. I'll be right back. You go.
Okay, perfect. So let me talk to you about MLMs. Most lose money, right? I mean, MLM most lose money. And the reason why I'm doing this and this network marketing company is just what Scott said. The ability for us to invite people to do something that they do every single day and earn a potential income by doing so is just a concept that's never been done before. And I'm going to go into things a little bit more tonight than I have before, but I'll allow corporate to make all the final announcements on timelines and everything like that. But I want to really break this down to its essence, Scott. I've never done this on one of these calls yet. What makes our network so unique and so different is the fact that, and Richard has said this many times on his calls, it's not just a product that we're selling or pushing. We literally own the bank. And people need to understand what this really means by we own the bank. Okay, we have acquired several banks through a gentleman that we've partnered with, and I'll let Richard and corporate share his name, whatever. But these banks were failing. They were failing banks. We acquired them. We had this card technology in our hands, and the banks had one problem. Okay, we can take over all these banks, but we need customers. Well, we're marketers, so the relationship was perfect. We said, okay, this is what happens. These banks are inviting us to share and take part on the merchant fee side of their revenue. As nothing like this has ever been done before. So people will ask me, Scott, what's this card you're talking about? How is this card different than that card or this one or whatever? You know, people call it a smart card. People call it everything. No, it's a rev card. It's not a smart card. It's much more. None of these other cards had a bank that they were owned by and that was a merchant. That's what the thing that makes this so unique and different. I invite somebody as a free customer if they want here coming very, very shortly. I know it's really soon, but I'll let corporate make those timeline announcements. I can invite a customer and say, hey, Gerald, or whatever his name may be, say, download this free app, receive this card, and go do what you normally do. Don't do anything else different. Go buy a piece of candy, you know, go buy a car, go buy whatever you do with your card, your debit account. You use this free debit account, this free insured bank account, and I make money every time you use this debit account. Every single time. And by the way, Gerald, if you refer somebody, which you will, why? Because we're paying you to do so. Gerald, you want to do this for free. You want to get your feet wet. You don't want to spend even $38 a month. That's fine. Just go out and use your debit card. Go out and set up online banking. Do everything you'd normally do in your life. Then once you start seeing yourself save money because, oh, by the way, your card that I just gave you or your app that you receive for free is attached to hundreds of thousands of discounts through merchants that you use on an everyday basis. So that's what I'm asking you to do, my friend. Go do something you normally do and don't pay me a dime. Don't pay me a penny and save money. Now, if you start seeing yourself save money, you may want to think about referring someone else, because just as I referred you and gave you something for free, you can give this away for free. And when your friend or acquaintance or whoever it may be, they do exactly what you just did, spend money just like you normally do on their debit card or through their app, online banking, whatever it may be, bill pay, and they start saving money. Every time they do that, you, Gerald, my friend, you get paid. And then watch how fast his eyes light up saying, holy cow, I just made money on my friend. I didn't do anything other than say, download this free app. Now, do you know what he's going to ask me, Scott? Well, how do I make money on somebody else? Well, that's easy, Gerald. You can make money on anybody you refer. But what if your friend refers someone and he or she refers someone and they refer someone all the way down the line? Become a charter member, spend $38 a month, and earn money on everyone they refer. Infinite. Now, here's the biggest misunderstanding or misconception about our network. There's only one matrix. We kept saying there's a mirrored matrix for customers. Really, there's only one true matrix, and let me explain that what that means. On the customer side, there is no matrix if you're a charter member. If you're a customer, you refer another customer, it's a unilevel. It's just straight across. Anyone you refer, you make money on when they use a debit card, right? Or set up a bill pay. If I, as a charter member, I pay $38, I save even more money than the customers. The customers will save money. It's going to happen, which is phenomenal. but I will save more money because I'm paying for a bigger package. I receive more benefits. I paid for it. I will, if I use any of the packages or the benefits, I will actually earn or save more than I paid anyway. So there's really, I don't know where the risk is. There's none. But here's what happens. On the customer side, any customer referred by them or anyone else, unlimited. They're all your disciples. They're all your people. You could have 10,000 levels of customers, 20,000 levels of customers, 50,000. You get paid on every single one of them. So when we say you can potentially be paid on thousands and thousands of swipes, it's very possible. Let me tell you about stuff that's just happened this last week. I went on a road trip. It was a blast to California. We're going back in a couple weeks. Then in October, I'll be touring all over the country or whatever. Once everything comes out, once things are happening as far as the app comes out, I'll be touring. Why? Because it's fun as heck. But the cool thing about this is I've spoken with so many businesses, what's amazing about this is the potential of clientele, of customers, businesses like Easy Payroll. There's a payroll card option. Businesses may want to look at our merchant services and say, hey, how do your merchant services compare to ours? When people ask me about this bank, it's easy. A bank is a bank. We offer everything a bank offers. Everything. Merchant services, payroll, online banking, bill pay, everything. So what are we sharing? I'm not even saying asking anymore. What are we sharing? You use our bank as opposed to this bank, and our bank will allow you to share in the fees. So there's a really good reason to switch your bank, right? Or to use ours. And you can use your bank at the same time. It's not like you have to just stop using your bank. Just use them both. Test them out. See which one's better. Our bank is also paying you anytime people you refer to the bank uses the bank. So if you break this down to its essence, what are we doing? All we're doing is helping a bank find customers. And they're saying, thank you for doing so. We're going to share in what helped build some of the largest buildings in every metropolitan that you see. We're going to share with you our merchant fees. Our card will have a Visa label on it, a plastic card. That 16-digit number on that card will be attached to your app. That's how it tracks everything. The online purchase using the app is a 16-digit debit card number. You name another smart card that has a 16-digit debit card number. These smart cards, they may be able to store cards, they may be able to do certain things, but they don't have that. They don't have a bank paying them for just helping them find customers. And why do we even charge a fee? We have to. We have to on the charter member side, because the banks, they have to charge something. To be an affiliate, they had to charge a fee. So that fee was $35, $38 because of processing, which we're all going to learn a lot about processing here coming soon when we're cashing checks, because we're being paid basically, essentially as processors. And then
it's unreal.
And then on the flip side, really quick, since we paid $38, we have another regulator. They say, well, okay, but where's your product? If you're charging this, we also have a product. Yes, you're getting paid. We understand the processing, but what else do you have? What immediate value? What if you pay $38 and somebody doesn't swipe, which is unheard of, unlikely, but what if that happens? Okay, fine. So let's put together a whole bunch of packages, savings, and here's the beauty of it. As our network grows, which is already close to 9,000 people in 2.5 months, as it grows, our network is larger and larger. Came up with the idea, let's leverage the power of our network, us, and as our network grows, the discounts get bigger and better. That's what happens. And so right now we're saving money, but we'll have the potential to save more money, more money, more money. And what's going to happen? People ask me all the time, how do you market this? First of all, I haven't marketed anything yet. That's a whole other thing that's coming. Our marketing is out of this world good. We've hired one of the best marketing agencies in the country, #1 in Utah, one of the highest ranked out there. Oh, believe me, it's coming in. It's coming in droves. But we're waiting for the app because we just want to flood the world with this app, right? Because it's free. But the cool thing about it is this. With these packages, with these savings, we can show testimonials. People say, how do you market this? Easy. You use it. You use it and you share your testimonial. And then when that app comes out, you say, hey, for free, why don't you go get your own testimonial? And guess what? You can test it out. You don't have to pay me anything. On top of all of that, corporate's going to drip on your customers, encourage them to purchase a card, and help encourage them to become a charter member for you. They're going to do your heavy lifting. Why did we do it that way? Because we understand that there's only a few crazy people out there like me with a big mouth like that I have that can sell a lot of things. Not everybody has that. Everybody has a different skill set, no matter what it may be. But people can share free. Anybody can share free.
Yeah.
You don't have to sell it. Everything else in network marketing you have to sell, and those still don't have. You're right. Your customer has to buy from you and buy from you and buy from you over and over again. As soon as that slows down or cuts off, your business dies. This, as long as they continue to pay their bills, to shop, and all of that, and they're probably going to say, well, wait a second. Why would I use another card? Because if I use any other cards, I'm not getting the same savings. If I'm using another card, I don't have a testimonial. If I'm using another card, how am I going to look at somebody and share it with them and saying, hey, I'm saving X amount of money and earn a bonus, a customer bonus. And here's the last thing too, and I'll send it back to you. Sorry, I took more than 70% of the time, but this is what's so cool. When you look at any business, I don't care what it is. I am not a lifer MLMer. I'm not. A lot of people think I am. I'm not. I've been in network marketing for 2 years. 2 years, that's it. But this to me has so many applications, it's not even funny. This is not just network. The only reason we have network marketing is because on one side, the charter side, there's a matrix. On the customer side, there's not even a matrix. There's a viable product and a service that we are offering. Yeah, to 82 countries and growing. That list will grow. Okay, I know some other countries coming on. I won't say what they are. I can't yet. But here's the cool thing. With what we are doing and what members can do with this on the retention side, I can go get one customer. I could be a charter member. I can pay my $38 a month. I can receive my savings. So I'm already ahead. I'm already in the black. My business is already in the black, which is amazing. I can start with one customer, free. Guess how many charter members I need, how many other people I need to pay $38 a month to earn potential income? 0. Zip. Because on the customer side, it does not matter. So if I become a charter member, the only question I need to ask myself is this, it's simple. Do I want to make money, potentially make money? I always say potentially because if they don't swipe, you don't get paid. If I want to potentially make money on people I refer and only on people I refer, and I want to get limited savings, not as many savings as the next guy, then yeah, I'll be a customer. But if I want to make money on my customer and my customers' customers and their customers and their customers and my charter members and everything else, sure, I'll pay the $38. That's really all you have to ask yourself. That's how simple this business is.
Guys, I don't know if everybody here is absorbing what's happening, because a lot's sort of changed in my mind in the last, might not have changed, but it's changed in my mind over the last week or so. But I want you to understand, you are literally giving something to somebody. So imagine you walk up to your sister. She hates MLM, you hate MLM, everybody hates it, no problem. But you walk up and you say, hey, will you download this free app and start saving money on your cars, on your mortgage, on your bills, on your Christmas shopping, on life, right? You're not asking your sister to purchase anything. You're just helping her with life. Hey, sis, let me help you with life. And your sister gets that free card, that free app, and she goes out there and she lives her life Thanks, sis. She lives her life. While she's living her life, you're getting paid. Now, guys, a couple of things that I really want people to grab here. Number one is make sure you're sharing this video, because whether or not any of this emotes with you or makes sense to you, somebody on your Facebook wall tonight or tomorrow will see this and they'll go, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need, right? So anyway, make sure to share it. But John made up or mentioned a great point a minute ago that corporate is going to, we use the term drip, right? Not a fountain, or they're not going to bug people. They're just going to drip. And what I mean by that is, back to that sister analogy, my sister's saving money. She hates network marketing. I don't like those things, but she's saving money. Once in a while, she'll get an email. And John, you tell me if I'm wrong, but she'll get an email. Maybe she's told somebody about it, or she's gotten some customers underneath her, right? She's going to get an email that says, hey, Donna, look, not to bother you, just know last month you would have earned X amount of money had you decided to be a charter member. Oh, Scott, what does it mean? They're saying that maybe I would have earned X amount of money if I was a charter member. Oh, well, you know, I am doing this to make money. I made such and such last month. And your sister is going to be a charter member, and that was done for you by corporate. Now, guys, it's fascinating because she's going to say, well, what do I get for the $38? Well, you get the ability to earn everything that transpires underneath you in your matrix, right? When people swipe, you're going to get paid. And when they bring in customers, you're going to get paid. And she's going like, well, how long does it take me to make that $38 back? Guys, this is a piece that I think people are not quite getting. Tonight, it's 8:30 almost in Central Time. If someone watched this on a friend's video and reached out to them and said, hey, I want to get going, when they enroll and they pay their enrollment fee, discounting that, it's $30 enrollment fee. You know, we're not talking big money here. But when they pay their 38 click, they're going to have access to their back office. And if they were inclined, they've got $50 of savings sitting there at 8:32, right? You are immediately in the black in your business. So John, you know, I've studied businesses for 25 years. I've never seen something that I can give away for free, that can earn me income. The customers can earn income. Most network marketing, organizations require me to build a certain structure or at least bring in another salesperson. Here, I don't even have to bring in another salesperson. I can pay my 38. I'm immediately saving 50. So maybe that's good with me. And then I'm just saving money, living my life, and I'm helping my friends and family live their life, and I'm making a little something. It is the most perfect, most elegantly created business model that I've seen in the 25 years I've looked into things like this. So anything to add to that, or did I make any mistakes in the way that was described?
No, yeah, I'll do you one better. Corporate sends them a text, not just an email. Because most people read their texts, whereas most people won't read their emails. And remember, these are customers that signed up for free. So when corporate sends them a text, they know where it's coming from. So when they say the text, oh, that's RNetwork. That's that free app I have. That's the place helping me save money. And one text may say, hey, here's another exclusive offer that we offer to customers or charter members. Here's another offer we have here. How is it going? How do you like your savings? How do you like their app? Have you heard about our card? Those it's just drip, 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 drip. Then, like you said, oh, congratulations, so-and-so that you referred, they're using the app, you just got paid. But guess what? So-and-so also referred several other people. Ooh, but you're not a charter member. This is what you made. This is what you would have made if you paid $38. How amazing is that? It's crazy.
Yeah,
so and they do the heavy lifting.
You step right into the business in the black immediately. It's unreal, John. Sorry to interrupt you. I get excited.
No, you're fine. It's
about this.
It's too.
And guys, real quickly, John, because I want you to tell this story. I bet you, and I'm not going to put him on the spot, but I bet if we were to stand up, look out that window behind him there, if he's at home, he might or might not have a Dodge pickup truck in his driveway. And I don't know if it's in his driveway or not. But let's say that I told John about this. And John said, oh, that's cool. I want to jump in. And John got involved. One of the features of him being a charter member is he has access. And guys, we're not going to go into all of our products tonight because it would take too long. But one of the products is, now for those of you that love going to car dealerships and negotiating cars and dealing with car salespeople, I've got bad news for you. I'm about to show you how to get away from that. So if you love that part of life, you're not going to like this next thing. But guys, John was able to get on a website, say, you know, I want a Dodge truck. It needs to be this year, this many miles. I want to pay this. I want to finance it this way. And he had a concierge working back and forth with him. When he picked up his truck, and I'll let him tell the details, but he chose his vehicle. It was delivered, my understanding is, it's delivered to his driveway, right? So it's brought to him. He never went to a car dealership. He never had to negotiate anything. And John, tell us a little bit about that experience as one of the things that comes with our membership. And not only the experience, but explain a little bit about how that truck purchase enters into the matrix to pay people that brought you into the business.
Right. No, awesome. Yeah, and you're right. It's on the side of my driveway because my boat's attached to it. So, but the cool thing about it is this: I actually bought a car for my daughter first, or she bought it, and we tested it with my daughter. It went so well. I turned around and bought my truck, and I've already got about, I think, close to 30 people underneath me already buying cars, and I'm going to get paid on every single one of them. And so you can almost say I'm a virtual car dealer, right? It's not just the swipes, it's the autos. There's going to be stuff on medication, prescriptions for pets and people. When people purchase medications, at a discount, you get paid. They purchase a car, at a discount, you get paid. They purchase other items and services at discounts, you get paid on those, and you get paid on the swipes, and you get paid on the charter members. It just get paid and paid. And I can tell you right now, I will not tell you how much I've made so far in 2.5 months. That's not what we're about. I'll tell you how much I've saved. I saved $4,768 on my truck, $3,200 and some odd dollars on my daughter's car, $10 on an oil change, $14 at Denny's, $17 at Papa John's, $106 at a hotel, all this, over $8,000. And I'll tell you this,
But you have to spend $38, John.
$38 3 times,
Yeah.
but I've made more than I've saved. And it's not even close. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say what the amount is, but I've made a lot more than I've saved. So in 3 months in a pre-launch, before the free app even has come out. So
Yeah.
no one on this planet can tell me that this isn't real. I've got the checks. I've got the now ACH pay. We not only have these amazing services and things, and the concierge was simple. I literally did that. This is a car I want. These are the miles. This is around the price range I'm looking at. Go. And his job is to get you the best deal he can get you. Did you know he gets paid the same exact amount, whether it's a $100,000 vehicle or a $2,000 vehicle? His fee's the same. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care. He's not on commission. It's paid per car. And he wants our business. Okay? He wants our business. So he wants to make all of us happy because it's word of mouth for him. It's free marketing. Everything in our network is word of mouth, free marketing for our merchants. So that's what I'm talking about. The power of leveraging people to ask people to do what people already do. You're being paid. And so as our network grows, we'll go get more merchants just like the auto merchant. We'll get more and more and more. Why? Because we're KYC people, know your customer. They can prove we're real people. We're bankable people. We're people that save money. We're people that swipe. We're consumers. We're shoppers. We're bringing them to you. What will you give back to us? That's our network in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Well, what they're going to give back to us is a lot of savings, and the bank's going to say, well, we're going to share on the merchant fee. Oh, and by the way, corporate, you know how much incentive they have to pay us as much as they possibly can? Think about this. Corporate, our network owns part of the banks. Where do you think they're going to make most of their money? Do you think they're going to make most of the money when we buy a car? No. Anybody who has ever worked for a bank, in a bank, knows anything about banking. It's the deposits. It's the future ancillary business those banks will get because they shared their fees with us. They paid us for referrals. They helped plug us into a network where we save more than we pay. They're paying us on other items being shopped even outside of the bank, on the cars, on the medications, the prescriptions, the mortgage payments, all that. They're paying us. They're sharing fees with us. Why? So we send them more customers, and in the future they may get more deposits. They may get more home loans. They may get more business. We are all business partners in our network. We're partnering up as business partners with actual banks. That's what our network is. So nobody can tell me, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. No, it isn't. This has never been done before. And again, that's why in 3 months, we're cashing checks. But even better, we have one of the foremost experts of payment solutions in the world. You don't believe me? Look up Trent Walker in the Wall Street Journal. Look what he and his team has done. They put together the worldwide payment solution for Google. He worked over at Facebook as a consultant, did the same thing at Facebook. People say, well, John, if we bring in a lot of people, will the system work? I don't know. Is Google still up and running? Is Facebook still working? How many people do they have? Who do you think helped put some of these systems together? Our partner. Okay, we have so many things that are going on behind the scenes in this company that I won't get into tonight, and it doesn't matter. We've got people involved in this that more names that keep coming out. I let corporate do all that. All I care about is, am I being paid? Am I saving money as promised? Yes, yes. Now I can ACH. I get paid on Fridays. I put my bank in there. By Wednesday, it's ACH'd right into my account. That works in the United States, and it's close to working worldwide in 82 countries where people will be paid ACH. We even have some areas that we don't trust either the banking system or some, I shouldn't say that, just we don't trust people handling money. So there will be some countries where you will actually be able to go into your back office and say, I want this option, and there'll be a courier show up at your front door and hand you cash as your commission. That's how robust our system is. It is so much better than potions, lotions, powders, and pills. I can tell you one thing. I saw that war going. I live in Utah. I live in the mecca of MLM. Believe me, everyone in Utah knows what an MLM is. Most lose money. We all know that. Okay, but I was so sick of hearing my powder is better than your powder. My pill is better than your pill. I can tell you one thing. Somebody tried to sell me a product years ago. John, it'll grow your hair back. I don't know. Let's see. I'm still
money back
waiting.
on that one.
Still waiting, Scott. But you know what?
Yeah.
They'll sit there and sell me product after product after product. And the time it takes them to argue whose product is better, how long does it take me to go to Walmart and go, oh, I got to pay for that? Swipe. And the person behind me, swipe, swipe. They swipe, I get paid. Swipe, paid, swipe, paid, swipe, paid. You're arguing for 2 hours about how much your product is better than the next product.
Swipe,
I just had 4,500 people swipe their card. I just got paid 4,500 times.
Well, John, and that's something I want us to make sure. We always try to do these videos like 45 minutes or less because we want your friends to watch it. And if it's 3 hours long, like John and I would like it to be, they might not watch it. But John, I want to make one comment, but be thinking about, I want people to understand we're about to go into September. We've got 120 days here. And I want to convey, because somebody might sit back and go, yeah, I hear the Rev Card thing's coming out in January. I think I'll just wait until the Rev Card thing comes out. Then I'll go from there. So be thinking about, how we're rolling out in stages. But before we get there, guys, I want you to understand something. John's about to go through the stages over the next 120 days to the extent that he can. But the end of that story is, and this is 100% true, you can put yourself in a position to earn income, not dozens of times a day, not hundreds of times a day, thousands of times a day, right? And you'll understand if you have thousands of people in your organization and they're swiping their cards several times a day, there's thousands of potential income opportunities there. We're going to put you in a position where you can head that direction. That is big time. But before we leave the truck thing, I want you to understand, if I told Charlie about our network, and Charlie told Derek, and Derek told Marissa, and Marissa told Robert, and Robert told Brandon, and Brandon told Denise, and Denise told Charlotte, Charlotte goes out and gets a car. If I'm qualified, so if I've brought in 10 partners, right, it makes me qualified for everything that happens 10 levels down. So what I just said, all those different names, if Charlotte goes out and buys a car, everybody gets paid up that level that qualifies for that purchase down there. So if she's on your 5th level and you're qualified for 5 levels, you're getting paid when Charlotte buys a car or a cup of coffee or a poodle, right? Whatever she uses her card for, swipe, 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 you're getting paid. So as you hear about the next few months and how we're going to move this through the next 120 days, you need to understand clearly what your homework is. Number 1 is get comfortable with the company and get back to your friend. Number 2, find 10 people in the world someplace that want to save money. Not that want your lotion, potion, or cream or whatever. Find 10 people in the world that want to save money and bring them on board. Because you want to get paid as that person on your 10th level down there buys a car or a cup of coffee. And we want to help you put yourself there. So, John, if someone's watching this and they keep saying, hey, I'll make a post sometimes on Facebook and somebody will say, is the card out yet? You know? And I'm like, well, no, but I'm getting paid every Wednesday and I'm building a massive team.
Yep.
And I'm building a wave to hit January when the card comes out. So let's help people understand how much money it might cost them, you know, conceptually, to wait until January. Can you even frame that?
It's impossible to know. And the reason being, think about it this way. What are you doing when the app comes? To do something they normally do, to save money on top of that. The potential of this going viral is extremely high because free sells. Anybody can free. I don't even say sell free. They can share free. You don't sell free. You share free. Anybody can share free. Once these free members start seeing themselves earn money and then realize they can get paid by referring other free members, you know how fast they're going to start referring? This is going to happen before January. All these free members are underneath you as a charter member. You can potentially have, who knows, it could be I can tell you, our team has about 4,500 charter members. 4,500 charter members. Why? Because I didn't wait. So say I don't do anything else between now and January, I get 0 more charter members and no customers. Card comes out. I have 4,500 people underneath me right now that they have a card in their hand, they're swiping it, and their friend sees that card and say, holy crap, what is that? They each get 1 friend because they saw the card. Now I have 9,000 people swiping. I'm getting paid 9,000, potentially 9,000. Everybody swipes every day. I'm being paid 9,000 times a day because they referred 1 other person. Why? Because I didn't wait. What happens if they refer someone in there? And you know what's going to happen. It's free, Scott. It's free. And they're saving money. If you sit and wait on this, I honestly believe it could be one of the biggest mistakes of your life. And I'll tell you what, best advice for somebody, pay the $38, go book a hotel, save way over $38, and sleep at night and realize, I think I made a good decision. And then go eat somewhere to celebrate and go eat somewhere within our network, which we have a lot of places, to save money on that. Go save the $38. Do whatever you need to do. Go start an LLC and write it off on your taxes. Go talk to a CPA. Did you know in my business, my appraisal business, and a lot of businesses, if I'm driving, say I drive to an appointment, say I drive to a place to go eat to meet a prospect, or I do this, you know, I can write, as of last year, 54 cents and a half per mile off. What if I drive 100 miles in a month? I just wrote off over $50. There's my $38. I can also write off my $38. That's what people need to understand. What does it mean to be self-employed? What benefits do you get to be self-employed? You can write stuff off. You know, most self-employed people that out-earn W-2 people pay less taxes because they know how to write stuff off. That's what it just amazes me. Most W-2 people pay more taxes than people that out-earn them as self-employed people because they don't have the same tax breaks the self-employed person has. You can write off $38. $38, nobody should even think about the $38. That should be a total afterthought. Why? Because you can save more than you pay almost immediately. Just use the product. You want to use the product anyway because you need the testimonial. How in the world can you share something that you don't use yourself? It makes absolutely no sense to me. I get questions all the time. Well, what about this? What about that? And my answer is, have you used the product? Well, no. Go use it. Go save yourself some money. It'll answer 90% of your questions, and it'll give you a more firm of a belief. Oh my gosh, this thing works. Now I can
Yeah,
share it. I get it.
saved.
The light pops on.
Yeah, I saved $300 last month just on hotel rooms. You know,
Yep.
I paid my $38, and guys, we haven't even mentioned we have a whole travel portal. You know, and somebody that travels a lot like me, I'm leaving tomorrow to go down to Florida for a couple of days. I can save well over my $38 just on hotel rooms. But John, I think I figured something out. I know you're doing a tour in October all over the country. And when I do the 54.5 cents a mile, I know you're going to need a lot of write-offs to offset your income this year. So that's why you're doing that tour around the country. Number one, to help
Yeah.
people like us. But number two, to get a big old write-off as you drive from Utah to Mississippi.
There you go. There you go. No, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
just people need to learn how to become self-employed. And that's big, and we have the vehicle to do that. And why? I'll tell you why it's hard in a regular MLM too. The average person drops out within about 87 days of an MLM. It doesn't teach the business owner, it doesn't give you enough time to learn how to be self-employed. If you're losing your customers in 87 days are left, you may want to rethink your business plan. That's tough. That is really tough, Scott. That's why I wasn't in the industry. I got sick and tired of watching people get burned. I got sick and tired of watching people. I can't go to my friend and say, hey, do this, when I know my friend's not that 1 to 3% crazy guy that's going to go out and build a big team. But I can go to my friend and say, hey, download this app for free, save yourself some money, and while you're saving money, you may want to think about referring other people, because guess what? You could potentially create an income with this. That's all I have to do.
yeah. Yeah, because guys, understand your retention is not going to be a problem. First of all, customers are free and they're saving money. Check. But you know, your charter members, your business partners are paying 38 and saving at least 50. But if they engage with the product more, they're saving more. Not to mention they're making money as people build and as people swipe. So, John, I know we've gone a little long tonight. Is there anything you want to say in wrapping up, or what's the next thing on the horizon for us to be excited about in the next week or two? This thing moves so fast. And
Okay,
then before
so
John does, well, but real quickly before, in case we drop, because I've got a little bit of sale left here, I did want to remind everybody to get back to whoever shared this video with you. John and I don't do this for us. We like to have this conversation. I don't care who's here. I don't ask who's here. We want you to share this to your wall, and we want, if you're watching this, get back to whoever's wall you saw this on and ask them how to get involved. Please don't ask one of us how to get involved, because we want your friend to bring you into the business with them, right? All right, John?
Okay, so I'll just kind of give you the
Sorry, I
rollouts
interrupted you.
as far as, I won't give you dates, because corporate never lets me do dates, because, you know, in case they change something, they enhance it or make it, you know, whatever. They want to have the liberty to do that themselves. So I always try to honor that. But very soon, and we've heard Richard say it, you know, very soon, the next rollout is onboarding people into the banks, right? So what we've done, we've got the payment solution for the people here in America to not even receive checks anymore. It's literally ACH'd in your account. ACH into international accounts is coming very, very soon. We've got a large bank now doing processing for us worldwide. We're getting rid of our smaller processor. We're replacing them with the larger one. I know members will love that. And then international payments to commissions for internationals. That's what's coming next. The bank rolling out right around the same time, or maybe right after. That's out. The Revolution packages, Silver, Silver Plus, and Gold. Those are the savings packages. Free members will be rolling out at right around the same time. Free app coming out right after that. Free members will also be able to take part in some of the things inside the Revolution packages, and I'll let you know what that is as well. And so after the free card, the free app, then the next big daddy of them all will be the Rev card in January. So, I mean, you're talking 4 months between now and January. The bank rolls out, the free customers roll out, the Revolution products roll out, international payment commissions roll out, more countries will most likely be open, and you've got the free app and then the Rev card itself. All of that.
Wow.
And before any of that already happens, many of us are already earning money already. before all that.
Every Wednesday.
What's our checks going to look like? What will they look like once all this stuff rolls out? And then the last big daddy is the tangible product. You know what, that app, all we're doing is we're taking that app, we're putting it in the card. That app will have all the savings. The card will have it on it. We don't even need the card. So why do we have it? Why? Because it's tangible, right? The app's in your phone,
Sexy.
the card's in your hand, and it's very sexy. And that is a salesperson for you. That card will be a salesperson for you, even over and above the app. That's why we have the card. But to be able to set up payroll for companies, all that kind of stuff, we have a bank. Just think about all the things you can do with your business with an overhead of $38 a month, with savings that are beyond that. To me, this is the biggest no-brainer I've ever seen, ever. And I don't think there'll be anything else like it, ever.
I can't find any reason why anybody would not get involved. But, you know, John, we'll end it here, guys, because I want you to understand, yes, we're all excited about the Rev card, but let me ask you something. The network, let's say that we build a network around the world of 500,000 people. So there's 500,000 customers sitting there going, hey, what's next? Do you think our network is going to go, all right, Rev card's out, we're done? No. They're always going to be on the lookout to move another product through 500,000 eyeballs, right? So how much of that slice do you want to have? Well, how hard are you willing to work? How quick are you ready to get started, right? Because do you want to hit January with 12 people, with 2 people, or 1,200 people? But more than that, next January of 2022, let's say, you know, I joke, but let's say that this shirt becomes a bulletproof cloth, and we can market this shirt through 500,000 people, and everybody goes, oh my God, a bulletproof shirt, right? I can buy a bulletproof shirt for $100, and they buy it through the network. If people are purchasing the shirt in your network, guess who gets paid, right? So it's not, the power is not in the sexy cards and the fun things we're doing now. The power is what we're using now to build this massive global giant. And you have to have a vision to see that. So John, thank you so much for jumping on, buddy. I know you have a lot of demands on your time. We've had a lot of people sit here with us tonight, so I hope that everybody found it useful. So any closing words?
No, just go out and get them. Just go bring people in. Seriously, this is a blast. I am having so much fun doing this. And I'm having fun because I don't have the fear that people are going to lose. Worst case scenario, somebody saves money. There you go. Worst case scenario, I've got a free customer saving money and they're happy.
Yeah, there's no losing.
I mean, no, there's no losing. That's what I like about our network. So with that, Yep, I'll say goodnight to everybody. And yeah, we will talk to everybody next time.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.